is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungkol sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo din sa Facebook at sa YouTube. Siguraduhin na ring mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25 TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. Stirring in the pot is a relatively new hot business in town that is growing fast and sizzles its way to your palate. Meet the NT Group, who brings under its lead restaurant brands like Lan Hot Pot, TFF, Golden Noodle House, and Namsan Korean Barbecue. Take a food crawl with us as we speak with Ching Ling, marketing head of the NT Group, as they exponentially open for business.
Matatag ang paninindigan. Matapang sa pagresponde. Matapat sa paglilingkod. Batikang tagapagbalita, mata natin sa balitaan. Alex Santos, kasama gabi-gabi sa Mata ng Agila Primetime.
Dami ng problema, parang ang hirap ng huminga, di ba? Minsan pakiramdam mo, hopeless na. Kaya dapat ihayag ang saloobin, himayin ang hinaing, alamin ang pwedeng gawin. Mag-reality check tayo.
Together, Sunday 25.
Be captivated in this one-of-a-kind journey to stardom.
I know what I want, and I know talent when I see it.
As these vibrant Stargadas dive into intense workshop and embark on thrilling adventures that will test their determination and unveil their true potential. Go, go, go! Sama-sama tayo sa saya, excitement, tears of joy, drama ng buhay at pagpupursige.
Marami pa silang pagdadaanan. Maraming pa.
The Road to Stargada, Monday to Friday, 5:30 p.m.
Let's get together, Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
1 milyong pasasalamat sa inyo mga ka-Net25 dahil umabot ng 1 milyon ang mga subscriber ng Net25 YouTube channel. Let's subscribe together here on Net25. This portion is brought
Fancy a hearty noodle soup, a flavorful stir fry, or some perfectly grilled meat? Fret no more, as Open for Business welcomes a delectable treat courtesy of a group of restaurants that have something to tantalize your taste buds. NT Group, through its Lan Hot Pot, TFF, Golden Noodle House, and Namsan Korean Barbecue, is adding more flavors to the lively restaurant scene in the metropolis. Whether in downtown Manila, swanky Green Hills, and down to the south in Parañaque, its steaming hot pot sends patrons to galaxy away from its soup base. There's definitely longevity with its Golden Noodle House, guaranteed to make you want to live long for its taste that meets Cantonese tradition, and more exciting offerings for the palate with iron-plated savory dishes at TFF and being transported to the snowy feel of Korea, famous for its barbecue with an interesting twist. And here to let us in on new things and trends at the NT Group, Please welcome its marketing head, Lee Ching Ling. How are you?
Hi.
As I do the intro, I get hungry. You know, here in the Philippines, most of the food that we eat are coming from the Chinese cuisine, Chinese tradition, and people now love Korean food. Off cam, we were talking about the number of stores that you established here in the Philippines. How is putting up restaurant brands here in the Philippines? How is it so far?
Actually, so far so good. We are actually trying to create something that is not that common, but then in your common thinking. Like, that's why we have 4 brands here. We have TFM, and then we have the Golden Noodle House, and then we have the Lan Hot Pot, and then we have another one. All this is actually commonly found in the market, but then we are actually providing something that is extraordinary from what you're thinking. So we are trying to give you something new from no matter from the menu, no matter from the interior design and the overall experience. So I believe that there are someone who are willing to pay a little bit more to experience something different. And then there's also one of our concern when we open for new restaurant and also for new brand.
Filipinos love to eat. We love to eat, especially families. We go together. We have this tradition of really eating out together, going to the malls, especially after the pandemic. There's revenge travel, and of course, eating is really one of the itineraries. You mentioned about that differentiation. You wanted to put a twist into what you offer. I heard that you have 4 brands. So, like say, if you can name the brand and what makes that different when you compete or when people choose you as the destination.
Okay, let's take our first brand, Lan Hot Pot. So when we are come with the idea of Lan Hot Pot, we are actually asking ourselves, what is going to be the theme for this brand? We ask around because we have so many Philippine colleagues and staff. We ask around. So what is your traditional mindset when you think of hot pot? What comes to your mind? So they are thinking actually like something like hot pot. Of course, they are going to be a place full with like dragon, and then the red lantern, and then a stage with a Chinese singer on top or anything, and something the light is dimmer. So we are thinking, okay, so let's do something that is against the common sense. So that's why I give you something, the galaxy space, the astronaut, and then even the light. We are not going to give you the dim light. We give you as bright as possible. And then, can you imagine to eat hot pot in a galaxy? No one think of that before. So that's why we come up with this idea. And I believe this idea itself is already enough to attract the new customer to come to us. And then when they come to us, then that's the show of our quality food and choices of the product. That's the one that make the customer to keep and experience the perfect hot pot experience.
So what you're saying with the first brand that you mentioned, you are trying to get away from the traditional picture or the traditional image of hot pot. So this time it's in a galaxy setup, well lit, very bright. Is that also a strategy so you can bring in the younger customers or more customers?
Yes, not only like sales strategy, because whenever we come out with the new product or new item or any new idea, right, we always want to do something that make the contrast, like the red color and then go to the yellow color, and then the light without and then compete with the dark or anything. So we always like to do something that it against from your common sense, and then that's our main concern when creating something new. And then also, of course, the idea itself, the uniqueness itself is already attractive enough to attract the new customer, especially the younger generation.
Okay, now let's go to your other brands.
Okay. The TFF, the full name is Tasher Fried Food. Okay, when we are thinking to do this, right, okay, we want to create something unique, and then that's why we are thinking fried rice. So in here, local Philippine, everyone eat fried rice since they are young, since they are small until now. But then we see no brand to actually bring the fried rice to become a good brand and then expand it. There are a lot of fried rice here, but then all the fried rice is maybe a small store and then not that standard. Sometimes it's not really good, and then sometimes you eat something really good. So you don't have standard for that one. So we are thinking, why not we do something that is, we bring something commonly known by everyone, but then we bring it to another level. So that's why we come out with our TFF, the fried rice with different kind of skewers. We are not providing something commonly found in the market like the crab stick, the hot dog. No, you will never see that in our brand. We are providing you something that is not commonly found in the market. Even the beef ball itself, the one we are having is juicy beef ball. Do you believe that the juicy beef ball that we are having in TFF, we can even use it to play ping pong because it's bouncy enough.
But again, with these two different brands, the first two that you mentioned, these have different markets, right? Because with the TFF brand, I think it's a little more middle class or a little more on the lower income groups. Is that correct?
Yes. Lan Hot Pot is not that really high level. Our target segment is actually the medium, who are willing to pay for something additional, for something better. That's why we are not providing the only, also we are providing only a la carte, because to make sure the quality of the food, we can only do it in a la carte, because you will never see only but then serving in Wagyu, right? So that's why we can only do it in a la carte to make sure you have a good experience and then the taste of the food too. And then for TFF, we are actually targeting medium to lower. And then because
so definitely a little cheaper.
Yes.
Okay.
Per pax is only, for TFF, per pax is only around 200 peso. While for our Lan Hot Pot, per pax is around 1,000 peso.
For TFF, it means tarsier
Fried food.
fried food. Why tarsier? You know the Philippine tarsier.
So that's the idea where we come from. The moment when we decided we want to do something on fast food, because we are eating something McDonald's, I think, something. And then we are thinking, it's already been so many years, don't have any new brand in fast food, and then coming out here. Then why not we do something on this? And then that's the moment we decide we want to go into fast food. And then when we go into fast food, then what is the logo that we are going to use? Then we have the bee, and then we have so many animals outside. So let's choose one.
So meaning with the TFF, inspired by tarsier, it's really the first in the Philippines? Have you opened also?
No, that's really the first in Philippines.
Okay. You mentioned different Filipino brands. How do you think this new brand, inspired by the tarsier, would also compete with longer or more established brands?
We are not really sure for that one actually. But then what we are keep telling ourselves is we don't compete with others. We just do our best to complete our menu and then to complete the item, everything, and then continue to create something new with our uniqueness and our idea, the combination of the local and the overseas. So we are just continuously to do something unique. And then let's see whether we can come out from all the big brands on it.
Okay, on the third brand, what is it and how is it different from the ones that we see in the market today?
Our Golden Noodle House.
Golden Noodle
House. We are only focused on Chinese noodles. So you see, when we talk about noodles in the market, what comes to your mind first? Always ramen, right?
Ramen.
Japanese noodles. So they are actually very rare to see a Chinese noodle store in Manila area. Even if you see it, sometimes it's not really suitable for your flavor. The flavor is totally different from what you are having. So what are we providing is we have the combination of the Chinese noodle with the local flavor. Included, we adjusted the spicy level, and also we added a lots of new item that is actually recognized by the local people. So
with that brand, again, who's your target market there? There's a lot of Filipino Chinese in the Philippines.
Yes.
The community of Chinoys in the Philippines are quite big. Are they your target market?
It's one of them, but then of course when we targeted all these customers, right, we are targeted like everyone, every local, because we do amend the way how we serve the noodles, the flavor, and then of course most importantly in Golden Noodle House, our gimmick to all the noodles is we are giving you another performance or another presentation when we serve the noodles. Like for example, our bestseller, all-time bestseller, our A3 Wagyu beef soup noodles. We serve the noodles and then we have the Wagyu on the top and then it's raw. We serve to you on in front of you and then we will pour the soup in front of you. So you will see a lot of people, they are taking the photo and videos and then upload into Instagram.
Makes me hungry at this point. Your third brand, how do you describe it? What makes it different?
Of course, the flavor and also the presentation. We are one of the most localized noodle house in Manila.
When you say localized, do you source the ingredients here in
Yes, all
in
the
Manila?
ingredients. Yes, all the ingredients is locally sourced, but then it's quite hard to find in the market. Especially some of the item is not really commonly used in Philippines. So that's why we need to look for someone from the market and then ask someone to introduce us or just to get the particular thing.
Okay, and the final one in your brand.
The last one will be our Namsan Korean Barbecue. The idea of Namsan, we want to create something unique again. So we come up with the idea that did you ever experience to dining in a snow environment? So that is why we bring the snow machine come in here, order from overseas, and then we have the room, and then we have a machine there, and then we'll create the snow, create the snow, and then the temperature inside the room is actually negative 16 to 20, and then we have the snow is coming out. You can even build a snowman inside.
Okay, and where is this located?
For now, we have two branches. The first one is in Green Hill, and then another one is in Pasay.
Wow, which one is bigger and which one has more people?
Pasay is bigger, but then these two is different. What make it different is in Pasay, we only do it in a la carte, which we serve a really different high-end Wagyu and different kind of really good meat and then good seafood. It's totally different. So in Green Hill, we are doing in unlimited. But then even with unlimited, right, our selling point is we are actually providing more than 50 varieties of choices.
Wow.
And then you can just get whatever you want.
Oh. And who's the target market there compared to the three other brands that you have?
It's actually the same.
Don't you feel that this last brand, this Korean, is more appealing to the kids or the Gen Zs, millennials, because they're fond really of anything Korean?
Yeah, but then actually, four of the brand, right, out of all these four, they are common within these four brands, which is the uniqueness and also the fun part. We always create different kind of fun part, included the small decoration, and then the menu, the presentation things, included our Namsan. We are actually showing different kind of presentation way to the guests too. So in terms of the excitement, it's actually all the same. But then what really make it different is the taste and flavor. Taste and flavor. Like what I said just now, we want to create something that is extraordinary out from something commonly known by everyone. So that's what we've been doing.
Wow, and this is quite interesting, Lee, because as I hear your explanation, and running this restaurant brands takes a lot of effort to really understand the business and the palate, the taste buds of the customer. So in your operations of these restaurants, what's the process there, especially when you first establish it? Because there's a lot also of small businesses or people who would want to go or enter into the food business. What should be the critical aspect of planning that you have to do? Because based on what you're telling me, you thought a lot about how to differentiate the product, and it encompasses a lot of things, from visuals, from the flavor to the material. So I sense that a lot of research have been put into it before you establish it. So can you go through that process that you did before you set this up in the Philippines?
At first, we will come up with a team. Of course, we want to create something new. We come with a team. After that, we build with the team. How are we going to build it? When we say build it, it's going to be costly. So it depends on how costly you want to spend it. Of course, if you want to make it perfect, you need to buy more items just to create a perfect experience for our customer, included the interior design. Interior design is the big part, especially how are we going to serve to the guests, the equipment in the kitchen, the equipment at the dining area, the outside. So this is all the things that we cannot expect before we even open it. That's why even until now, until the moment we open our restaurant, right? We just found that we should add something here. This one shouldn't be here. So it's actually a very critical part on this one. But then this is just the first step. The next one, of course, the most critical part is the menu. Like for example, my TFF, you have no idea how many versions of the menu we have actually amended. In my computer, the menu of TFF, I even have, because TFF menu V.20 point something. So we actually amended more than 20 kind of version. So we keep on amending.
And how long
everything.
do you test that menu? How many versions do you had to do? And I'm sure after that versioning, you have to market test it.
The good part is because I have others brand and others restaurant. So after I come out with the menu, right, I can create it and then give to my customer and then get some feedback from them. And then once I get the feedback, then I know how is the result. And then of course I need to go to the area and then see around whether the target market, is it really the people that I want for my restaurant? And then if it's not, I need to change again. It's a continuously process.
Pause. Meron ka bang nararamdaman ng mga signs ng meron pa?
Menopause really happens. In my case, I had a condition called endometriosis.
Miss Corina, ang ganda po ng hair nyo. Ano pong shampoo nyo?
Mapa-senior man kayo.
My apos are here. They're here with me and they give me such joy. And so, kung hindi ako magtatrabaho, how could I spoil them?
O Gen Z,
Nar is actually an accent from Australia. So like when you say no, you don't say no. They say nar.
bida kayo dito.
Siomay!
Let's just always choose to be kind.
Kaya ugaliin ang tumutok kung saan masaya at maganda ang simula ng araw. 10 a.m. to 12, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, kada umaga.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
This portion is brought to you by
Okay, then after that, I think you haven't mentioned marketing also.
Okay, for marketing, we are actually mainly using online marketing. Of course, at first, when we start the first restaurant, we don't have any details about our target segment, how or what is the gender, and then what is the background. We don't know. So you need to try everything. You need to think of it. And because for me, right, there are no such thing called I think. I maybe or what, there are no such thing because the result will give you will prove you whether your maybe is correct or not. So you will need to do a lot of things to prove whether your hypothesis is correct or not. You need to do the funnel. So I need to test a lot of things until at the end I get the age group and then the background and then also the gender. What is the group that really suit to my brand? That's what I'm doing even until now.
Perfectly. But in short, for the 4 brands that you mentioned, you did the same process, and apparently each of these brands have different target markets and you serve them differently. Although, of course, there are common target markets. An individual may want to try everything, but somehow you have a core base. So my next question now, Lee, is you are Chinese Malaysian.
Yes.
And now you're here in the Philippines. How long have you been here in the Philippines?
I'm here since 2018.
And that's how many years?
5.
5 years.
5 to 6.
So you are Chinese Malaysian and now you're here in the Philippines for 5 years. What is it? What have you discovered in the taste buds or in the palate of the Filipinos that is quite unique?
They're actually willing to pay for something that is good. And then they are willing to pay for something that is unique. They want to try the good food, actually. And then, most importantly, they want to try something authentic. This is what I get from all my guests before. Because if you go to a Japanese restaurant, you see the chef is actually from Indonesia. You will suddenly, before you eat it, you will already feel that, oh, this is not that nice, I think.
It's Japan.
Yeah, that's why I would say the Philippines actually they like something authentic and then as long it's good.
Okay, and what is common with the 3 countries or 3 cultures? Chinese, Malaysian, and Filipino?
I would say our taste is actually quite similar. Not 100% similar, but then part of it is actually similar. For example, in my brain, I have a lot of items. It's actually inspired by the local dishes, including sisig and then also the sinigang. Oh yeah, talk about sinigang. When I first tasted the sinigang, I was like, it's quite a surprise. And then that's why we create something in our hot pot also. The sour kimchi soup is actually sour kimchi soup, but it's
almost
actually
similar to sinigang.
Almost similar, but then we are using the kimchi actually in a Chinese way, not the Korean way, in a Chinese way. So, but then that item is actually inspired from the sinigang.
Wow. So somehow you are creating additional or new menus based on the Filipino palate.
Part of it, not 100%, because to make a authentic restaurant, we need to have something that is originally from our idea. But then of course, part of it, we need to get inspired from the local dishes. We are actually always encourage our staff, our chef, to give out the idea and then give out your idea and then see is there any things that we can use or not.
And are Filipino consumers easy to please? Are we hard to please in terms of food? Or are we demanding as a customer?
I like all the Filipino guests because they are so how to say, they are so encouraging and then they are so good. They always come to me like, oh, your taste is so good, masarap. And then and then even I have a guest, you know, when it comes to our service, I have a guest actually come to me within 1 hour 3 times. Your stuff is so good. Your stuff is so good. He or she is so good. And then not only the one, we have the soup because a lot of people they don't understand why we charge for the soup. But then once they try it, they know it. They know why our soup is different from the common brand in the market.
Very interesting that you tell us about how unique the restaurant brands are and how the Filipino market is accepting these. But I'm sure you also have a lot of challenges because there's a lot of businessmen also and would-be entrepreneurs who want to enter into food business. What are the challenges that you have faced in this business and how did you hurdle these challenges?
The first one is the location. This one is actually one of the main concerns that all the entrepreneurs they need to think about because a good location will decide whether your business will be survive or not. So a good location, so of course you need to study a lot with the location. When you come to location, I will see how is the result of the location, whether it's good or not. What is the included the parking? Is it parking available within the area? And then is it in the main street? Is it located in within the mall or outside the mall, or is it nearby the market or anything? So these all the things that we need to study. So a lot of time we are actually, when I accept the leasing offers from someone, I will need to Google it, see where is it, and then I will check around what is the surrounding.
So critical is really foot traffic.
The foot traffic, yes, because if you have a good menu, good item, but then if you are located in somewhere, it's very far and then no one knows, and then it's useless too. Location with good traffic is the first element that going to decide whether your business will be okay or not. So a good location first, and then after that we will just talk about the team and then how much cost you're going to put in for your interior design, and then at the end is the menu. As long as you choose a good location, and then the rest of the thing is actually not that hard as the location. After the location, next one will be the manpower. The manpower, because when I say manpower, it's actually included who is the one that going to help you to buy the fresh item from the market, who is the one going to help you to deliver everything, who is the one going to train your staff, the dining staff and also the chef. Because we wanted to provide a certain level of service. We are not going to let you to go there and then ask you to come here, get myself, and you eat it and then you keep it. No.
Yes.
We need to have a staff, especially in our hot pot store, where service is like 100%. So we need a lot of time and a trainer who can train all our staff. So I would say after the location, the second one is the manpower.
Well, in terms of manpower and staffing, that's very critical. Since you have different brands with different flavors, different themes, I'm sure you are employing different nationalities also to make it authentic. If you say it's Chinese, if you say it's Korean, you have chefs of those nationalities. I know that Filipinos love to cook, and the Filipino chefs are really expert and also world-class. What's the mix of your manpower?
For the main one, like Namsan Korean Barbecue, we actually invited someone from Korea purposely fly here to give the training to all my staff, and then come out with the training material or how to put how many grams of this and that. And then,
so that's really authentic.
Yes.
It's very Korean.
We actually asked the chef from Korean come here to like stay here for 1 to 2 weeks just to come up with all the training material and make sure all the chef, not all the chef, like head chef, they know how to make it, and then until the taste is passed. Okay, you are passed. Okay. Then that's when the Korean chef fly back to Korea. Same goes to other brand.
I see. And are you employing Filipinos as well?
Yes. In fact, more than 90% of my staff is Filipino, included the office staff and also the chef and also the dining staff in the store.
In terms of service, even the different countries all over the world recognize this, the hospitality and the character, the caring, and how the service of Filipinos are in terms of facing clients. So far, how do you describe Filipinos in this hospitality sector or in the service sector? What makes us different compared to the ones that you have established in China or Malaysia or in your past experience?
Okay, I would say the different part for the Philippine staff here is they are fun. And then they like they like to celebrate so many things. They like to dance and then they like to sing. Especially you can see whenever our guests they are celebrating birthday. And then, all our staff, even the chef inside the kitchen, they will come out and then put the card. Oh, happy birthday! They are so happening on this one. What I'm thinking is this is actually one of the main reasons that makes Philippine staff different, outstanding from the other nationality staff.
I think Tim and Marco, our Starcada stars, will also go to the different restaurants that you have. And as we speak, we're seeing how they're tasting and experiencing the ambience of the food. So my final questions would be, what are your expansion plans?
Started from April, we are going to focus on TFF, and then we are expected to have at least 30 branches in this year.
So from 10 to 11 to 30 this year. we need to try those brands. So please tell our viewers watching now why they should try your restaurants and brands and where will they find them. Although we mentioned that, but go ahead. Please invite the viewers.
Okay. You should try us as long you want to try something unique and then you want to try something that is good enough. And then you can actually look for us on our Facebook and our Instagram. Just send the inquiry for any questions.
As I mentioned earlier, a lot of Filipinos love to eat. And as they say, when you go into the food business, you will not fail because people would always get hungry. But I'm sure there are a lot of challenges in the market. There are a lot of challenges along the way. So Lee, as a marketing head, we would also like to ask you to give your tips to our viewers on how they can survive the restaurant business. If you can give your advice to a lot of our entrepreneurs who are also finding their way to survive post-pandemic.
Okay, I would say the execution, the speed of execution, because I believe actions speak louder. What we are doing is we change not by month, but then we change actually by every 3 days. So once we have something new, we will execute it very fast. We are not just wait, but then we will just do it immediately, the moment once we thought of it.
Thank you so much, Lee. And I think Starcada's team and Marco Ramos are already enjoying the ambiance there at the restaurants of the NT Group. And we hope that we will be invited in the opening of your new locations. And congratulations for your success in these brands. I remember our first meeting, you were just showing or planning the opening. And here you are, and congratulations to the success. Everything has been realized and you are now expanding. And I encourage everyone to also try these restaurants, these brands, because some of us here at Net25 and even our talents have tasted and experienced the difference of the NT Group brands. Open for business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
This portion is brought to you by
feeling very cold right now. And alam mo, Marco, I think gusto kong makakain ng something na mainit.
Sakto, kasi ako rin nagugutom ako.
And ngayon, nandito tayo actually sa Lucky Chinatown kung nasaan ang
Lan Hot Pot.
Exactly. And doon sa Lan Hot Pot, excited ako na matikman kung ano ang mga pagkain na maibibigay nila sa atin. But not only that, but of course, na malaman kung ano ang mga deals na ibibigay nila and kung gaanong kasarap ang lahat ng mga hot pot na ihahanda nila.
Ako naman, excited ako. Tingnan mo naman kung nasaan tayo. Kakaiba ang lugar na ito.
Tama ka siya.
Napakaganda yung explore nito.
Ikaw mag-explore?
Oo, mag-explore ako dito.
So ikaw mag-explore, ako kakain muna.
Kahit nagugutom ako, gusto kong mag-explore.
Mapainit muna ako. So guys, see you there sa loob ng Lan Hot Pot.
So, dito po sa area na to, dito po namin pinapakuluan yung native chicken po namin na ginagamit po na sa sabaw. Sa self-selection area po natin. Ayan po. Meron po tayong tinatawag na colored plate. Bawat color po is iba-iba po ng prices. Ayan. We have prices of 88, 428 po. Meron po kaming live band. Araw-araw po itong ginaganap, 6:30 to 8:30 po.
Meron bang mga private rooms dito kayo na ino-offer?
Yes, we have 4 private rooms. We have Moon, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter.
Parang related siya sa solar system, ano?
Yes po, planet.
Yun din yung buong team nitong
Yes po.
ng lugar na ito about sa solar system and outer space, ano?
And now, sa loob ng Lan Hot Pot, nandito tayo sa Venus Room. And dito mararanasan natin, we will experience the full blast of flavors na ihahanda sa atin ng Lan Hot Pot. But for us to do that, dahil I am very inexperienced pagdating sa hot pots and I want to do this right. And to do that, makakasama natin, perfect enough, si Miss Stella.
Hi everyone! Welcome to Lan Hot Pot team.
So Miss Stella, pwede niyo ba masabi sa amin, unang-una, let's talk about the theme of the place.
Yeah.
Bakit tayo nasa Galaxy? Why is it like an idea of like, dito ganito, sa Venus? May nakita akong room doon na merong kay Moon, kay Jupiter.
Yeah. Nung ginawa kasi yung concept ng Lan Hot Pot, we make sure na magiging iba siya sa paningin ng mga tao. When we say hot pot kasi, di ba, laging nasa isip natin, it's traditional, like wooden design, interior design.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So, iniba namin para naman like kapag pumunta sila dito sa Lan Hot Pot, matatandaan nila. That's why we produce a concept na solar system, futuristic design, interior design.
So this is a very futuristic
Yeah.
design talaga. Kasi nung pagkapasok ko, tapos sinabi sa akin Galaxy, ang naisip ko talaga, Venus.
Really?
Yeah, maganda talaga na ito yung naging
yung-
room natin. So that is the whole idea and concept. You wanted to be futuristic.
Yeah, he wanted also to be different.
Different sa
Different,
lahat.
yeah, for the hot pot dining.
Okay, so now that we've talked about the theme of the place, I want to talk about the food. Ano po itong nasa harapan natin? Is this like a complete set na?
Yeah, actually this one is our set meal. This meal is, we called it my first hot pot experience. Siyempre sa pangalan pa lang, it's perfect for you since you mentioned that you haven't tried hot pot. This is your first time, right?
Exactly. First
Yeah.
time ko talaga kasi
So-
ever since, nakaka-overwhelm sa akin ng idea ng hot pot.
Oh, really?
I don't know kung ano yung dapat kong unahin na ilagay, kung ano yung dapat kong isusunod and stuff like that.
So this is my first hot pot experience. Everything is here. You no need to worry na kung anong like kukunin mo. Nilagay na namin lahat sa lamesa. Everything. We have 2 rice. This is good for 2 person, by the way. We have our dip sauces, our traditional, which is this one is our traditional sauce, and this one is our signature sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this is the signature sauce.
Yeah, this one is the signature sauce. It
And
contains
then-
of peanut, sesame, and yeah,
And then this is
the traditional.
the traditional
Yeah,
sauce.
the traditional sauce. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Itong first hot pot experience, hindi lang ito ang meron kayo.
Yeah, we have selection area outside where you can choose ingredients that you want to get.
Nakahanda siya
Yeah,
doon.
nakahanda na lahat doon. So, kukunin mo na lang and ilalagay mo na lang sa hot pot.
So it's either you get a whole set or a la carte siya.
Yeah,
isa-isa.
that's true. Yeah.
Okay. Sa inyong experience, ano usually ang set na binibili ng mga tao? Or like, what is their favorite?
They choose set meal. And then kapag kulang pa sa kanila, kukuha na lang sila dun sa selection area namin.
And then yung difference ng set meals ng iba versus this one is?
This one is already complete. So actually, the original price of this one is around 4,000 plus. So we make it like set meal. Kasi everything here, we have seafood meatballs, and we have meat, and also the veggies. So, lahat na is here na.
Compact na.
Compact na talaga.
Kumbaga, sulit na talaga. And how much do all of these cost?
This one is 1,999. Yeah, good for 2 person. Like, if konti lang naman kayo kumain, you can add another 1 person.
Yes.
And yeah, pag kulang naman, we have a la carte naman, you can choose naman.
So, kapag kayo mismo, mga kaibigan natin, ay gusto ninyong maranasan ang inyong first hot pot experience na hindi na kayo maghahanap o mangangapa kung ano ang kailangan nyong ilagay, try it here sa Lan Hot Pot, di ba?
Yeah.
Dito, kompleto na. So, I want you to teach me, ano ang una kong dapat gawin? I wanna cook, di ba?
Yeah. So, of course, our meatballs, ito kasi yung matagal maluto. So, we're going to put this first in our like hot pot. This one is our signature soup, which is chicken soup.
Ooh.
Yeah, and this one is our mala soup, which is sa mga spicy lover naman siya. Yung the second one, yeah, that's right.
So, perfect. Dahil ako ay mahilig naman sa maanghang and you guys know that.
Yeah, so we can put everything para sabay-sabay silang maluto.
Now, you mentioned earlier na this is
the mala spicy.
The mala spicy,
Yeah.
and then this one is?
Our signature soup, which is chicken soup. It simmered 6 hours. Yeah, so para lumabas yung rich flavor niya.
Talagang 6 na oras
Yeah,
yung
6
manok
hours.
nakalubog dun sa tubig para maging soup.
Yes, that's right. Para mas lasang-lasa mo talaga yung chicken broth.
And then this one?
Ginseng, chili, and onions. Yeah.
So ayun yung mga halo-halo.
Ayun yung mga halo-halo na para talagang maanghang siya.
Okay. And na ngayon na nailagay na natin yung mga ingredients natin doon, how long does it take para maluto siya?
It takes like 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
We'll just wait for it lang. And then for our meat naman, alam mo yung nauuso ngayon sa hot pot, if like nanonood ka ng mga TikTok, yung iniikot nila yung meat, tapos
yes.
nilulubog nila. Ganun, you want to try it? Yeah.
Of course I want to try that.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, you can get it. Oh, sorry.
So, how do you do it?
Yeah, so this one, you just take it like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I just roll it around.
Yeah, roll around. Yeah. And then put it in the soup. 5 to 10 seconds, I mean.
That fast?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's done. Right?
It is cooked.
Yeah, that's sorry. Once it's cooked, we have like soy sauce here, different soy sauce. So you want to try the signature first, or
This is the signature.
Yeah, this one is traditional.
Okay, subukan natin yung traditional muna.
Yeah, traditional muna.
Ito yung traditional.
Ano, the other, the one.
The
that
other
you-
one. Okay, this one.
Yes.
So this is the traditional.
And then you dip it, haluin. Yeah, and then you taste it.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cheers. How was it?
That was spicy. Pero masarap. That was really good. I love the sauce. Gusto ko umulit.
You can get it. You can try the meatball sauce.
So I love the fact na yung sabaw niya, nung nilublob ko yung meat, talagang nag-attach yung flavor ng sabaw. And that's nice. So for this one,
Yeah, you can dip it on the sauce also.
the traditional sauce
Yeah.
also. Lahat sa traditional muna.
Yes.
And then signature afterward. Let's try this out.
Careful lang, yeah.
There was something oozing out after I bit it. Tama ba?
Yeah.
So ano yun?
Actually, meron siyang parang laman sa loob. What's special in our like meatballs, it's a premium. Hindi niyo siya makikita sa like sa labas, outside.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Oh, wow!
There's a cheese inside.
Ayun
It's
pala
a
yung
cheese
nakain
ball,
ko.
actually, yeah.
So here you go, guys. Kung papansinin ninyo, there really is cheese in there. And ayun yung gumulat sa dila ko nung kinain ko siya. And it's really nice kasi maanghang pa. Itong paggawa ng sauce na to, can they make it themselves?
If you have idea on how to make sauce for hot pot, you can make it your own. But we recommend that since we want you to taste our signature and that additional sesame sauce, kahit kami na or yung staff na namin yung magagawa para sa inyo.
So
But you have freedom naman to have your own sauce.
So can you tell us, paano po kami makakapunta sa inyo? How many branches do you have?
We have 5 branches, one in Green Hills, one in Ayala Circuit, one in Okada, here in Lucky Chinatown 1, and then we have in BGC, around Uptown.
And I think this is a perfect destination, not only as a date, but also as a time to bond with the family. Napakasarap ng experience na to. Sumabog talaga ang dila ko, literally. But at the same time, with the food, it was such a nice explosion of flavors and experience dito sa Lan Hot Pot. We are inviting you na magpunta sa kahit anong Lan Hot Pot branch because ang bawat isa sa kanila will give you a new experience. And dito sa Lucky Chinatown, Lan Hot Pot, this was amazing. Wala akong ibang masasabi. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Thank you, Mr. Team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
And for business news, IMF expects Asian economy to grow by 4.5% in 2024. Multilateral lender, the International Monetary Fund, has increased its projection for the growth of Asian economies to 4.5% this year from 4.2%. That is projected in October last year, according to its director, Krishna Srinivasan. Asian central banks are expected to loosen monetary policy later this year due to easing inflation. Philippine debt hits 14.6 trillion pesos in 2023. The country's outstanding debt reached an all-time high of 14.62 trillion in 2023 due to high interests, according to the Bureau of the Treasury. The department further noted that 68.5% of the total debt came from domestic borrowings, while the remaining 31.5% was from external sources. Open for Business is at the helm. Investment strategies at work. Back in December, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. visited Japan to attend the ASEAN-Japan Commemorative Summit. He took home at least 9 investment pledges worth 14 billion pesos, some of which he said were just extensions of business contracts signed during his earlier visit to the Asian country. The 200,000 job opportunities out of these investment pledges come from semiconductors, healthcare, and infrastructure sectors. Presidential Advisor on Investment and Economic Affairs Frederick Go confirmed that more than 20 companies gave updates to President Marcos about their pledges from the trip back in February 2023. Compared to neighboring countries, the Philippines has lagged in terms of attracting foreign investments. For this reason, the government liberalized some of the investment laws to lure more interest into the country. Bahagi ng estratehiya ni Pangulong Marcos ang pagtatalaga kay Go bilang kanyang Special Assistant for Investment and Economic Affairs. Veterano na sa larangan ng pagninegosyo si Go na presidente at CEO ng isa sa pinakamalalaking kumpanya sa bansa. According to Malacanang, the Special Assistant shall serve as chairperson of the Economic Development Group, while the secretaries of the National Economic and Development Authority and Department of Finance shall serve as vice chairpersons. Go will play a vital role in executing the Philippine Development Plan by determining and monitoring the progress of its priority programs, activities, and projects. Economists and observers are looking forward to the realization of these investment pledges and important calls made by the President. Sa kanya na mismo nang galing, the Philippines is open for business.
Alam namin ang iyong pagsisikap. Dama namin ang iyong mga sakripisyo. Kita namin ang pagharap mo sa bawat pagsubok. Kaya sa kabila ng mga hamon ng buhay, nandito kami para umalalay. Kasi katulad mo, gusto rin namin ang magandang bukas para sa kanya. Hatid namin ang dekalidad na edukasyon at makabagong pasilidad sa abot kayang halaga. Kaya huwag ka na mangamba. Sasamahan ka namin tuparin ang mga pangarap niya. Maaasahan mong sulit dito ang mga pinagsikapan mo. Sa aming mga makabagong pasilidad at sistema ng edukasyon. Ay lalabas natin ang aking talino at mga kakayahan niya. Kahit sa munting halaga, makakasiguro ka na makakasabay siya sa mabilis na pag-ikot ng mundo. Sa new era, karamay mo kami sa bawat hamon. Kaagapay mo kami sa bawat hakbang. Kasama mo kami sa bawat ngiti at tagumpay.
Our buzzword of the week is experiential dining. It is a modern form of dining that offers customers a unique experience that expands beyond a traditional dining experience. More than the recipes and variety of selections from the menus, it is all about the experience. Whether eating around a hot pot, sizzling plate, bowls of noodles, or griller, it's about connecting with friends and family over food and creating memories. Here's the NT group that passionately shares the timelessness of Chinese cuisine and, of course, the other brands in all its vibrant forms with every single person who walks through their doors. That's it for Open for Business. Lee Ching Ling, thank you so much. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ng isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo. Dito lang sa Open for Business hanggang sa susunod na linggo. Samahan nyo kami muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us to on Facebook. Nakikita nyo sa screen ninyo and YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. And we will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines. Sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat. Mga Kanet 25, this is Cesar Vallejos of Open for Business. For more updates, just click the subscribe button and follow us on Net25 social media pages at Net25 TV and at Net25 Entertainment Facebook pages.